guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today, I'm really excited to be able to preview the new work planner from Passionate Penny Pincher. I just got this in the mail. I'm so thankful that they sent this to me so that I can preview it for you. I absolutely love the work planner. I have last year's here just in case we need to compare them. They have 2 cover choices this year. I'm not sure which one I got. I don't think that this is one of the cover choices, although I think that this has been the cover choice for the past couple of years. So when I'm looking at the pictures online, and it looks, one of the covers is like this, but kind of grayish, and then the other one is kind of like a pink and cream tone. So let's see what cover I got first. It comes in this really nice yellow box with their floral pattern printed on it, and it looks like I did get the pink and cream color. So let's open this up and then we will go through it. Okay guys, so here is the 2025-2026 work planner from Passionate Penny Pincher. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you'll know how much I absolutely love the home planner and all of their wonderful lists that they have. And the work planner kind of continues all of those lists, and that just makes me happy because that's how my brain works. This cover does have a beautiful kind of gold foil accent. It has the reinforced gold corners, and it does have the gold O-ring coil. This is actually smooth. So this one feels more like a denim, like almost like a, I think this may have been called denim last year, but it's hard, but it feels kind of like jeans, I guess, is how I would describe it. But this is smooth. So if you spilled something, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to keep it on there, but I think that you could wipe, if you spilled water or something, it could be wiped off pretty easily. So it says includes monthly calendars, weekly calendars, daily task checklists, monthly task checklists, goal setting worksheets, expense trackers, additional checklists, yes to all the checklists, monthly reviews, a pocket, and a bookmark. So you open it up and oh, I absolutely love this. I hope that the color is coming through. I want to take this little piece off here. I had to grab my home planner because the inside cover here with all of this gold foil accent, it's the same as my home planner cover. And my home planner cover, this is my favorite cover that they've done. Now, I just started using the home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher back in 2022 when they came out with this planner cover. I think it was in September last year. I was so excited because I love it. And I love that this is the interior cover. It says, "This is only the beginning," printed in gold foil over here. You have a really nice snap-in bookmark, and this is kind of like a vinyl, and it's nice and flexible ruler / bookmark for whatever you need it for. And then there's a little card that says, "Hello, thank you so much for ordering the 2025-2026 work planner." And I believe that when you order the work planner, you also get the digital version emailed to you. And they do that with all of their planners. At least that's been my experience. When you order the home planner, it does come with the digital file, the home planner digital file that you can either use with something like GoodNotes, or you can use the PDF version. And I love the PDF version. I end up printing out all the lists all the time, multiple times a year. So, and also the same for the money planner, which I just got the money planner maybe a couple of months ago, and I am in the process of transitioning into that from the other planner notebook that I've been using. So you have 2 pages of stickers here, some functional stickers, some like checklist stickers, circles, reminder, ASAP, PTO, take a break, you can do it, keep making progress, some other important reminder, to do, taxes, payday, half day, personal day, conference, vacation. So lots of different fun little stickers here. Now this is an academic year calendar, and I really like that because I have been using an academic year calendar since I think 2014. And It just seems to work with my brain because of homeschool planning. I kind of run my year July through June, even though I do a lot of yearly setup stuff, and some things like my goals and things like that are run on a calendar year. I almost always love the academic year calendars. Now, one of the keys that is really important to me is that their academic year starts in July, because I know a lot of people have academic calendars that start in August. I appreciate that they start in July and not in August. So then you have like this little divider page, and it's kind of like vinyl-y feeling as well. It says, take a moment to dream big, 25-26 work planner. Then there is a letter for you from Lori. This is a faith-based planner. There will be scripture referenced. There are helpful hints, which when I first got my first planner, the home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher, I skipped this section, the helpful hints section. And then when I went through the actual planning pages, I had no idea what I was looking at. And so referencing these is very helpful. It tells you exactly what you should be doing in the planner with all of the different sections, and that's very helpful. So you move into kind of the prep work pages first. That's what I'm going to call them. So you have be thoughtful, intentions and dreams. What do you want to prioritize in your daily work when planning for the upcoming year? On the following pages, focus on your mission, vision, values, and purpose. And then there are a lot of different questions to answer. And I think that that is very helpful. When looking forward to the coming year, what would you love for your work to look like each day? Do you love it when you have the time to be? And then some different ideas. What is your absolute favorite thing you love doing at work? What didn't you enjoy at work over the last year? What was simply fun for you as you look back over the last year, either personally or professionally? Dream big. Where would you like to be financially, physically, emotionally, and spiritually in a year? And then some other questions. And then it does get into your mission, vision, and values, as well as your purpose, which super helpful, especially as a solopreneur, which is what I am. I think that having some of that information written down is very helpful. It's really good to take the time to think about those things year to year, even quarter to quarter. I feel like it's important to revisit that stuff, which is why I talk so much about goals on my channel. Then you get into some more reflection, to do or not to do. This year I want to, this year I no longer want to. Something I changed that's really benefiting me, routines that are helping, habits I need to let go. I'm excited about one thing I learned in the last year. I do really find a lot of value in yes and no lists that you put together ahead of time. It helps reduce decision fatigue. It helps reduce the mental load when you've pre-made decisions or already have a plan of action so that you don't have to think about it. Then the next page is what inspires me. Always nice to have this list, and I always think that this is fun to refer back to as well when you need a little bit of encouragement. If you've written down some things that do inspire you ahead of time, again, it's just one less thing that you have to think about in the moment. You can just say, oh, I have this whole list of things that inspires me. Let me go to that list. Then you have be mindful, looking ahead. Take a few moments to consider where your time was best spent in the last year and what kept you from doing your best work. What things did you just love? What detracted from your days throughout the year? What obstacles did you face? When looking at what you enjoyed, what can you do going forward to create a year you'll love? Then imagine the perfect day. What things would you love to do most days? What would you like to make time for at least once a week? Which hours would you like to be completely free from work each day? I think this is an interesting question, especially as somebody who works for herself. And I feel like when you work for yourself, the work is never done and you just are always thinking of things to do. That's how I feel a lot of the time, so this might be helpful for me. Could you totally unplug for a few hours each day? This is something that I have been working on a lot more to try and kind of have more margin for rest this year. We'll see how that goes through the rest of the year. So then you move into professional goals, and there's space for 2 professional goals. Goal, date, motivation, reward, steps to achieve, skills and resources needed, which is a super important section that I think that we often forget to consider when we're setting any type of goals. And then who your accountability partner is. So space for 2 professional goals. And then you have space for 2 personal goals as well. Same kind of layout, but they are focusing on personal goals instead. I think for me, I would probably just keep all professional goals here because I have a different goal setting system for my personal goals. Then you are moving into some checklists. You have a workspace checklist, organize, clean, general housekeeping, and miscellaneous. And then routine tasks, taxes and expenses. It has reminders for Q1 through Q4 taxes, city taxes, school district tax, calendar and schedule, client relations, miscellaneous, and then you move into an expense tracker. They're saying track monthly, quarterly, and yearly expenses for better financial awareness and to help plan for upcoming expenses. Keep track of your expense categories to quickly determine which ones are most necessary. Come back at the end of the year to plan next year's expenses. I really like this page. I think I would need more than 2 pages for that. But I guess if you're looking at like the big things each year, this would probably be enough. You know, the supplies and things might just be separate. But because you also have access to the printable versions, you could always print out additional sheets. You could punch them and then just coil them in, or, you know, tape them in, however you want to do it. Then you move into a monthly checklist section where there's plenty of space for lots of tasks and lots of check boxes to do it each month. I love this for my home monthly cleaning tasks. I have one similar in the home planner that I use for my monthly cleaning tasks, and I really like that. Then you have 2025 and 2026 mini monthly calendars. You have dates to remember, July through June, because this is a academic year calendar. And then you have some checklist pages. So you have 6 checklist pages, and then you move into July. And all of the tabs are kind of this like a cream color with gold foil lettering, and they are reinforced. It goes right to your monthly calendar. So you have your monthly calendar. There are some holidays in here. You have a notes section, next month's mini monthly calendar here, which I always appreciate. And then you have a little Bible verse down here. It's in gold foil lettering, which is really pretty. It's very clean, which I love. I love the look of this planner. Then you move into your weekly spreads. So you're gonna start with June 30th. It is a Monday start. The monthly calendar is a Sunday start, but the weekly calendar is a Monday start, and they have Saturday and Sunday combined on one line. It is an hourly schedule, so you have 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is perfect for work-related tasks. You have your priorities for the week, 1, 2, 3, one thing I'm looking forward to, someone I can encourage, something I'd like to read or listen to, and then you have 6 spaces for habits, which is really nice. You can put anything, like for me, I check in with my Patreon group each day, I check in with my main Homeschool Network group each day, and having it written in this weekly plan saves me from constantly writing it in my daily plan, because I can just see that it's here and then check it off each day. Obviously, Saturday and Sunday being in one column. If you want to use this for both personal and work, that might be a little complicated, especially because they do still have the hourly schedule here, and it goes 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., which on the weekend may not really reflect, but if you're working weekends, then it makes sense. So it kind of depends on your schedule and what you have going on. I would only use this for work. I would not combine both personal and work tasks in this. I think that it lends itself really well to just planning for work purposes. So you have each week going into the end of the month, and it goes right through to August 3rd. Before the August tab, then you move into your monthly review section. What was your biggest win? What do you wish you'd done differently? What did you do that was fun? What change did you make that you want to continue? What did you manage well? What is your biggest goal for the upcoming month? What are you looking forward to in the next few weeks? And then you have a new lined page for August, or you could use this also for extra note space to review July. So it kind of depends. I'm assuming that this page right before the July tab or the front of the July tab before you go into the calendar. Same thing with August, will be for the next month. Then you move into your monthly calendar. Your Bible verse is up here this time. Same notes section, same mini monthly calendar, and then you move into your weekly spread, which is exactly the same. And that's how it is going to go for every month and week right through to June. So let's just flip to the back here. So once you get to June 2026, which is crazy to me, you have the mini monthly calendar down here, your Bible verse, some holidays, not too many holidays. And in fact, let me see, I probably should have looked if there are any. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's taking up too much space with the holidays when there are more than one holiday on a particular day. And you do get through July 5th, Sunday, July 5th as your last week in this planner. Then you get to your monthly review. You have another double-sided notes page. And then there is, this very pretty pocket in the back. And I absolutely love this interior. It is so pretty. I really, really like this a lot. So this is the work planner that starts it starts June 30th actually, but the July through June academic year work calendar. It is going to be available soon. I do not have the exact date yet, but as soon as I know, I will put it in the description box so that you guys know as well. If you have any questions about the work planner, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around home and homeschooling and goals, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. That link is also always in the description box. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.